Hart, dentist, funnily enough. Founder and clinical director at Oventus Medical, and I guess the inventor of the technology. So I've been working on that for a few years now. So it's a platform technology, and it involves a three-dimensional 3D printed airway, which we incorporate into all the appliances and also in the CPAP interfaces. And the concept is that for patients that might have multiple levels of obstruction, such as nasal obstruction, soft palate collapse, or increased collapsibility, having a second channel for the air to pass through the oral pharynx is shown in recent clinical trials to be improving outcomes for those patients. And this is the channel here. So with the mouth closed, if there's a soft palate obstruction or upper level resistance, the air can continue to flow. So I developed it for me. I had those issues and started delivering to patients, and now we've treated a few thousand patients with this. I think we're one big innovation. We've put this airway now into two different advancement devices, or appliances, one being a dorsal style and one being a tap style device. Our next line of products are the Narval or Pantera 3D printed nylon, so we're going to a lighter weight material, a smaller device, and possibly a little bit more comfortable. So this is the next range of products, and then following on from that, we also have developed an EPAP valve, or a PEEP valve, which sits in the front of this airway to control exhalation. And very early studies have shown that actually improves clinical outcomes again. So by putting the airway into the oral appliance, we improved the outcomes by between 30 to 50% across two studies. And it looks like by controlling exhalation, we're actually improving that outcome again. That's also allowed us then to use the device as a CPAP interface. And in those clinical trials, we've reduced the pressures by 2/3, and the patients can breathe through the device airway while delivering nasal CPAP. So that eliminates the need for a full face mask in particular, and also the straps, while at the same time reducing pressure supply. So those products won't be in market for another 12 months or so. The CPAP product, these products will be in market in the next 3 to 6 months. So we're pretty excited about expanding the range and incorporating platform technology in more treatment modalities. They're great for me. I get to kind of discuss with leaders, not just from Australia but around the world, about technology and the implications of it for patient outcomes. I also get to sneak in and listen to lectures, but I'm not talking to people about that. I mean, the AACP brings some great speakers to Australia. It's a great group of like-minded clinicians that are focused on improving patient outcomes, obviously in craniofacial pain, and for us, we're in the sleep area as well. So the overlap between craniofacial pain and airway issues is obviously very well documented, and so when we're working with clinicians, we really enjoy working with clinicians that understand how to manage both aspects of the patient's care. That gets better outcomes for patients, and it's also a lot easier for us to engage with those clinicians, the ones that are at symposiums like this. I think we've done it 3 years in a row. Yeah, we like coming back. I mean, as I said, they're a great group of people. We're really zeroing in for us on those clinicians that not only want to be involved with our type of technology, but also know how to deliver it to the best quality of care they can. And people that are always expanding their horizons and looking to learn more or to gain more knowledge and experience to help our patients. You know, I'm a member myself, and I enjoy the lectures. I really look forward to it each year and finding out what everyone else has been working on and what's working for their patients. And obviously, along with that, we get to explain to people how our technology is improving patient outcomes for sleep apnea patients. Look, I think in particular for us, our mission, I think, is very closely aligned with the AACP's, and that is to bring more patients into care. So we have on one end of the spectrum oral appliances that are suitable for a certain number of patients. And then on the other end we have CPAP, which, while it works, is not always well tolerated. So our technology is designed to improve the efficacy of oral appliances so we can bring more patients into care with oral appliance therapy. And then using this as a CPAP interface, we're reducing pressures and eliminating the need for the mask. So from the patients who are struggling with CPAP but still may need it, we can eliminate a lot of the objections that they would normally find during the treatment. We get to share share our ideas. We certainly get great feedback as well. I mean, there are so many experts here, even with our clinical trial programs, discussing protocols and discussing how we might design future trials, new innovations to the product, where they might apply the product, and often in ways that we may not have thought of. So I think just expanding horizons and engaging with people that are obviously incredibly well educated and very knowledgeable in the area, and I think we get probably more out of talking to them and engaging with them and listening to their ideas than possibly they do from us. So in some ways we're a little bit selfish. We get to show them our technology and encourage them to engage with it with their patients and improve outcomes, but we also gain a lot of knowledge.